Hi everyone and welcome to Llamaste Family Yoga Center. Today we're outside of the yoga center. And why are we outside? Because we're going to do a fun practice. It's called Snowga. Some of you might have done Snowga already with me in the previous video. So we're going to do another practice, and if you're doing this indoors, that's fine too, as this is a vinyasa power flow. So whether you're inside or outside, you're going to feel nice and warm, aligned and energetic, and you'll work with a nice sweat. And if you're doing this outdoors, you're going to feel real badass for doing yoga in the snow, because not many people have done this. This is something new, and I recently discovered this, and it's become my favorite thing. So if it's a little cold, I recommend wearing layers. Once again, yoga is for everyone and everywhere, and with the right preparations, you can do yoga anywhere except for in the wind or the rain. So let's begin. And I'm going to start walking over to my mat. It's a pretty mild day outside, so as you can see, I'm barefoot already. And I actually love getting my toes in the snow. It's really a lot of fun. And after you've done it enough times, Snowga, you're gonna love it too. I guarantee it. If this is your first time, I do recommend having a nice warm pair of socks to keep your feet warm on the mat the first 5-10 minutes. But after that time, you're going to want to take your socks off too, as your feet will already be nice and warm. Now I'm standing on my mat, and notice there's a blanket underneath. That's to keep your mat nice and dry, and also from slipping as I'm going through my practice. Remember, when you're stepping on your mat, if you're wearing shoes or boots, which most likely are, to take them off before getting into a comfortable seated position. You can remain standing if you want to keep your shoes on in the snow until you're ready to take them off, or you can come down, sit cross-legged, or you can sit with your legs out on the mat or lying down, whichever is most comfortable. Of course, if you're doing this indoors and following along, you may want to do it in a chair or sit on the floor on your mat. Take full deep belly breaths, breathing in and out, inhaling and exhaling, noticing your belly rise and fall. Inhale for deep breath and exhale. Inhale and exhale, and for more deep breath, inhale, exhale. Begin to move your head from side to side, your right ear to your right shoulder, inhaling, your head back, left ear to your left shoulder, to the center. And the opposite direction. Now inhale, reach your arms up over your head, and exhale, arms back down. Do one more time. Inhale, 2 more times. Reach your arms up over your head, exhale, back down, and for one more deep breath. Inhale, and vocalize your exhale. Bring your hands to your heart center in prayer. Continue for a few more rounds of breath. Focusing your intention and focusing on driving the heat from the crown of your head all the way to your sit bones, to your legs and your feet, and back up. Up your left side. Exhale, inhale, sending the heat down your right and up your left. And for one more round of breath, down the right and up the left. Let's come on to our hands and knees. And let's prepare for some cat-cow poses. When you're on your hands and knees, notice where your shoulders are. That your shoulders are directly above your wrists, and your hips directly above your knees. One of the great things about snow is you can really find good footing with it. Really position your hands, your knees, and feel secure. So begin to arch your back, gazing up and out around your back, down to your navel. Focusing on your breath. Inhale, arching your lower back, gazing up. Exhale, rounding your back, gazing towards your navel. And for one more round, inhale, arching your back. And exhale, rounding your back. And now coming down into a child's pose. Allow your knees to separate, your belly to drop in between your knees. And focus on your breath, continuing inhale and exhale. The child's pose is an inversion, which means your head is lower than your spine. This allows the oxygen to travel to your brain, nourish your organs. It's also a great relaxing pose. Anytime in practice, if you're tired or you need a break, you can go to your child's pose. It's always your home. And now let's return to our hands and knees, inhaling for a deep breath, and exhaling into another cat pose. Inhale into a cow, arching your back, gazing up, into a cat, exhaling, and for one more deep breath, into a cow, and exhaling into a cat. Press down on your toes, preparing for your downward facing dog, sending your sit bones up and back, and pedaling your knees, driving the opposite heel into the earth. Inhale and exhale. Notice where your shoulders are, that they're rotating away from your ears. Press on the base of your palms as this helps lengthen your back. Continue to breathe in and out. Inhaling and exhaling. Find a few rounds of breath. Bring your tailbone up and back. Allow your knees to be soft. The strays can, and dig the balls of your feet into the mat, driving your heels back. And continue to breathe, relaxing your neck. Let's inhale now, bring your knees down to the mat. Getting into a kneeling position. I'm going to delayer over here as I'm beginning to get warm. And I invite you to. If you're wearing your socks, this is a great place to take your socks off too if your feet are feeling ready, as you're going to be digging your toes in a bit. And for this, bare feet are ideal. But if you prefer to keep your socks on, that's fine. I do recommend always having a head covering, as this keeps in about 90% of the heat in your body. This is a real secret to keeping warm. Now let's come forward onto one leg. Bend your knee above your ankle. Noticing that it's aligned and your left hip is aligned against the left knee. Bring the top of your foot to the mat and inhale. Bring your arms up over your head, interlacing your index fingers and your thumbs. Nice deep shoulder stretch. And now exhale, bring your hands to your heart center in prayer and twist over to your right side, interlocking your left elbow with your right thigh. Inhale for a deep breath, and exhale, deepen the twist. If you prefer, you can lift your left knee off the mat. This is part of your practice, so you can leave it on the mat. And continue to breathe, inhaling and exhaling, deepening. Inhale, allow your body to fill, gazing over the tops of your middle fingers, and exhale. And now inhale, bring your left knee down if it's up. And now send your right leg out in front into a half split. Inhale for a deep breath and exhale, coming forward over your right knee. Don't worry if you can't get into such a deep split. I mean, we're yogis after all, we're not ballerinas. Continue to breathe, bring your nose to your knee, reaching both hands out. You can grab your feet with both of your hands. Feel that nice stretch as you lengthen your back. Feel that stretch in your hip flexors and your quads. Flex your ankle, inhale, exhaling, and now come up and bring your right knee back under, coming onto your hands and knees. Inhale for a deep breath, and exhale, bring your sit bones and up into a downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your knees back down to the mat, and exhale. Now send your left leg forward, noticing your knees directly above your ankle. Inhale, reach your arms up into the air, nice shoulder stretch. Exhale, twisting now to your left side, hooking your right elbow onto your left thigh, and gazing out over your tips of the middle fingers. If you raised one knee off the mat, raise the opposite knee. You want to be lined on both sides. Inhale, and exhale, deepen your twist, your forearms perpendicular to the mat. Inhale and exhale, deepen. And for one more deep breath, inhale. Exhale, feel that nice twist in your obliques. Inhale, return to center, bring your knee back down to the mat if it's up, and raise your arms up over your head, and exhale, send your left leg out in front, reaching both hands on the sides of your left foot in a half split. You can grip around your left foot if you want. Feel that nice length in your back, in your quadriceps, and your calf. And now inhale, allow your torso to come up. Bring your left knee in, using your hands for assistance. And exhale, push your sit bones up and back into a downward facing dog. Pedal your feet, driving the opposite heel into the mat. Inhaling and exhaling. Push against the base of your palms, lengthening your back. And inhale, come forward into a high plank, and exhale into a downward facing dog. Inhale into high plank, exhale, downward facing dog. And inhale for one more high plank, and hold this for a few breaths. Notice your shoulders are directly above your elbows and your wrists. Your back is straight. Drive your heels towards the back of the mat. Engage your core to support your lower back. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale, bring your knees, chest, and chin to the mat. Inhale, bring your shoulders and chest forward and up, using the muscles of your lower back into a baby cobra. And exhale, bring your sit bones up and back into a downward facing dog. Pedal your knees, driving the opposite heel into the mat. And inhale, come forward into a high plank. And exhale, knees, chest, and chin to the mat. Inhale, your shoulders up, chest forward into a baby cobra. And exhale, sit bones up and back into a downward facing dog. Pedal your knees, driving the opposite heel into the mat. Press on the base of your palms. And inhale, come forward into a high plank once again. And exhale, knees, chest, and chin to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Fine, 5 rounds of breath. Alternating your knees, pedaling your knees. Driving the crown down between your wrists, lengthening your back. Driving your shoulders away from your ears, creating space. And now begin to walk up to your hands in a half bend, inhaling, exhaling into a forward fold. You can cup your elbows into your hands. So you can bring your hands back, extending your shoulders up, interlacing your fingers. Allowing yourself to come deeper into your bend, drawing your nose towards your knees. Inhaling and exhaling. Feel a nice stretch in your lower back. And now release both hands, cupping your elbows in the opposite hands. Allowing the crown to hover above your forearms. Inhale and exhale, nose towards your knees. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no from side to side. And continue to ragdoll and lower your arms. Bring your hands above your toes, or you can bring your fingertips under your toes if you can reach that far. And begin to rock slowly back and forth, side to side, stretching that lower back and your shoulders. Slight bend your knees. And now release. Slowly working yourself up one vertebrae at a time, starting from your lumbar spine, your thoracic, and your cervical. That's your neck, your head being the last to come up. And now I'm going to turn and face you, as I'm going to prepare for our next sequence, our sun salutations. Sun salutations are great to practice, especially when it's nice and cold, because these generate a lot of heat in your body. It helps align your right and left side and regulates your breath. I'm going to layer a little more because these have a lot of movement in them. And besides, I'm feeling a little warm. The great thing about starting out with a lot of layers is you can slowly remove a layer and not allow too much heat to escape. So I'm going to create a little level ground here. You can really use snow to your advantage here to get nice and grounded. Stand with your palms facing out front, or to your hips, or to your heart center in prayer. Allow your knees to grow soft, drawing your tailbone to the earth. And I'm going to turn to the side so you can see exactly my form. Close your eyes if you want. Focus on your intention. And inhale, bring your arms up over your head. And exhale, reach down towards your toes in a forward fold. Inhale into a half bend. And exhale, step or float to the back of the mat in a high plank. Elbows against the side, lowering down. Inhale into an upward facing dog, your knees up off the mat. Exhale into a downward facing dog for 5 rounds of breath. You can also do a cobra if it's easier for you. Inhale and exhale, rotate your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, allow your knees to grow soft. Draw your heels towards the earth. Exhale, inhale, lengthening. Exhale, inhale, step or float to the front of your mat. And exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms up high, shoulder stretch. And exhale, Tadasana. We'll do 2 more rounds. Ready? Inhale, reach up, your arms over your head. Exhale into a forward fold. Inhale into a half lift, and exhale, step or float back to front of the mat, high plank, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog for 5 rounds of breath. Inhale, pedaling your knees, driving the opposite heel to the mat. Exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, driving your sit bones up and back. Exhale, 3. Inhale, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, 4. And for more deep breath, inhale, exhale, 5. And inhale, step or float to the front of your mat into a half lift, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms up high over your head. Exhale, Tadasana. 1 more round. Inhale, reaching upwards, deep shoulder stretch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale into a half lift. Exhale, step or float back into a high plank, lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog, pressing the tops of your feet to the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog for 5 rounds of breath. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, engaging your core, support your low back. Exhale, 2. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, 3. Inhale, pedaling your knees, driving the opposite heel to the mat. Exhale, 4. And for more deep breath, inhale, exhale, 5. And inhale, step or float to the front of your mat in a half lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching up high over your head. And exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Moving to our next sequence, Sun Salutation B. We're going to add a chair into this. And since you're going to be really gripping your toes and your balls of your feet, I recommend taking your socks off this. Bare feet are perfect for this, and you should be really warm by now because I know I am. So let's inhale, bring your knees up over your ankles and your arms alongside your ears. Notice where your knees are, that they're above your ankles, but they're slightly in front, but they don't go past your toes. Notice where your arms are. You should remember to rotate your shoulders away from your ears. Your body should be like a thunderbolt, like the S in KISS, like in the band. So now inhale for a deep breath, and exhale into a forward fold. Inhale into a half lift, and exhale, step or float back into a high plank and lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And go into Warrior 1. We're going to do it in 4 breaths. So follow me. Inhale, sweep your right leg up in the air, pointing your toes up. And now exhale, bring your right knee forward and your foot in between your hands. Inhale, allow your body to come up slowly. Noticing your knees over your ankle, your right knee. And exhale, bring your arms alongside your ear and pivot your left foot out to the side of a 45-degree angle. Inhale, reach your hands back down on either side of your front foot and then step back into a high plank, lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your left leg up into the sky, point your toes up, and exhale, bring your left knee down towards your left elbow. Now plant your left foot between both hands. And inhale, bring your torso up, bend your left knee over your ankle. You bring your arms alongside your ear, and exhale, pivot your right foot out of a 45-degree angle. Warrior 1. Inhale, hands back to the mat alongside your foot, and exhale, stepping back to a high plank, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog for 5 rounds of breath. Inhale, and exhale 1. Inhale, rotating your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale 2. Inhale, driving your heels down towards the mat. Exhale 3. Inhale, lengthening your back, pressing the base of the palm. Exhale 4. Inhale for 1 more breath. Exhale 5. Inhale, step or float to the front of your mat in a half lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale into a chair pose. Knees above your ankles. Exhale, Tadasana. We're going to do this 1 more time on each side so I can move into some real fun stuff. How you all feeling? Ready? Let's go. Inhale, reach your arms up, coming into a chair pose. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale into a half lift and exhale, step or float back into a high plank and lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll do 2 breaths now. Watch me or listen. Inhale, point your right foot up into the air, and exhale, sweep your right foot forward. Bring your torso up, your arms alongside your ears, pivoting your left foot out to the 45-degree angle. Inhale, hands back to the mat, stepping back into the high plank and lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your left leg up. Exhale, sweep your left leg forward, landing your foot between both hands and coming up into a Warrior 1. Knee over your ankle. Inhale, step your back into a plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, pedaling your feet, driving the opposite heel to the mat. Exhale 2. Inhale, rotating your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale 3. Inhale, drawing the crown, your head down towards the earth. Exhale 4. Inhale, pressing on the balls of your feet. Exhale 5. Inhale, step or float forward to the front of your mat. And a half lift. And exhale, lower down, Uttanasana. Inhale, Uttanasana, chair pose. And exhale, Tadasana. How are you all feeling? We're going to move into our next sequence now, a Warrior 1 sequence. And this is going to be real fun and real challenging. And your core is going to feel great and it's going to burn. So if you're practicing out in the snow, use this time to pack down the snow a little bit, create your space. And now inhale, bend your knees, bring your arms up forward into a chair, and exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, hands to mat, stepping back into a high plank. Shoulders above the wrist and lowering down. Inhale, pressing the tops of your feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your right leg up in the air and sweep your right leg forward. Exhaling, coming up into Warrior 1. Notice your back foot is pivoted and your front knee is over your ankle. And now inhale, begin to sink into your right knee, lifting your left heel off the mat, coming into high crescent pose for a few rounds of breath. Inhale and exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. For more deep breath, inhale, exhale 3. Bring your hands to your heart center in prayer, and now twist over to your right side in a high crescent twist. Adjust yourself. Notice where your knee is above your ankle and that your elbow is interlocked with your thigh. Notice your forearms are perpendicular. Continue breathing, inhaling and exhaling, deepening that twist. Inhale. And exhale, gazing over the tops of your middle fingers over to your right side. And for one more deep breath, inhale, exhale. Return to center. And now come back into your high crescent lunge. And sink into a Warrior 1 pose, pivoting your left foot out at a 45-degree angle. Find a few rounds of breath here. Inhale and exhale, sinking your right knee. Inhale, exhale, rotating your shoulders away from your ears. And form a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, sweep your left arm back, your right arm alongside your ear in a reverse warrior. And exhale. If your leg is straight, rebend it. And interlace your fingers behind your back. And bring your arms up and extending your shoulders into a humble warrior. Allow your nose to come down to your knees. Extend your shoulders further up, your fingertips interlaced. Notice your knee is directly above your ankle. Notice your back leg is straight, your left foot pivoted out. Inhaling and exhaling. You're alongside your knee, engaging your core. Inhale, allow your torso to come up. And exhale. Inhale, reach your shoulder blades back, straightening both legs. And exhale, coming down over your right knee. Your hands to either side of your foot. If you have blocks handy, great place to use them. These will help you get deeper into your pose and get the most benefits out of it. Inhale and exhale. And for a couple more breaths, inhale, exhale, drawing your nose to knees, noticing both feet are straight. Your toes pointed towards the front of the mat. Allow your shoulders to relax. Continue to breathe. And now bring both hands to the mat, stepping back into a high plank. Your shoulders above your wrists, lowering down. Inhale into an upward facing dog. Elbows to the side, knees off the mat. Exhale into a downward facing dog. Inhale, send your left leg up into the sky. And exhale, sweep your left leg forward. Coming up into a Warrior 1. Pivoting out your right foot in a 45-degree angle. And now moving your toes forward to the front of the mat and lifting your heel up into a high crescent lunge. Find 3 rounds of breath. Notice your left knee is positioned directly above your ankle. Think stability. Exhale, 1. Inhale, rotating your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, 2. Inhale, gripping your toes to the mat. Exhale, 3. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart center in prayer. And now twist over to your left side, interlocking your right elbow with your left thigh for 5 rounds of breath. Inhale. Exhale, deepen that twist over to your left side. Inhale, gazing over the tips of your middle fingers. Exhale, 2. Inhale, your forearms perpendicular to the mat. Exhale, 3. Inhale, your neck is aligned with your spine. Exhale, 4. And inhale, one more deep breath. Exhale, 5. Inhale, return to the center. And bring your arms up. Pivot your right foot back down in a 45-degree angle into a Warrior 1. Knee over the ankle. Inhale. And exhale, 1. Inhale, your arms alongside your ears. Exhale, 2. Inhale, gazing up straight ahead proudly. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. And for one more deep breath, inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, sweep your right arm back into your right calf. Your left arm over your ear. Bending your left knee. And exhale. Bring your hands back, interlacing your fingers. Bring your shoulder blades back so they're nearly touching. And exhale, come forward into a humble warrior on the left side. Find 5 rounds of breath. Inhaling and exhaling, 1. Inhale, notice your knee directly above your ankle. Think stability. Exhale, 2. Inhale, your arms perpendicular to the mat, extending your shoulders. Exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. For more deep breath, inhale, exhale, 5. Allow yourself to come up, interlace your fingers behind your back, straightening both legs. Point your toes on both feet to the front of the mat, preparing for your pyramid pose. Inhale for a deep breath, and now exhale, come down over your left knee. Bring your hands to either side of your foot. Again, if you have blocks, use those to your benefit. Inhale and exhale, drawing your nose to your knee. Inhale, noticing that your feet are aligned with the mat. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, relax your neck, relax your shoulders. Draw your left hip back. Exhale, forward, your right hip forward. And now inhale, step back into high plank and lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 rounds of breath. Inhale and exhale, 1. Inhale, grinding your heels down to the mat, pedaling your knee, driving the opposite heel. Exhale, 2. Inhale, your sit bones up and back. Exhale, 3. Inhale, rotating your shoulders away from your ear. Exhale, 4. Inhale, gazing towards your knees. Exhale, 5. Inhale, step or float to the front of the mat in a half lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring your arms forward and up into a chair, your knees above your ankles. Exhale, Tadasana. How are you guys feeling? Are you feeling warm, flexible? Notice the effects. We're going to go into our next series, Warrior 1, Warrior 2 series triangle. So come back into Tadasana and inhale into a chair. And exhale into forward fold Uttanasana. Inhale into a half lift and exhale. Step or float back into a high plank and lower down. Press the tops of feet to mat, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up, point your toes towards the sky, and exhale, sweep your right leg forward. Bring your torso up, pivoting your left foot out into Warrior 1. And exhale into a Warrior 2. Inhale, reach your left arm back to your calf, your right arm alongside your ear, straighten your right leg. Exhale, come forward and down into a triangle pose. Find 5 rounds of breath. Inhale and exhale, 1. Inhale, drawing your left hip back, your right hip forward. Exhale, 2. Inhale, gazing up at the fingertips in your left hand. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. And for more deep breath, inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, bring your torso up and reach your left hand back to your calf, your right arm alongside your ear. Reach your right arm once again through. Now alternate, bring your right arm back and bring your left hand to the outside of the arch of your right foot. Reaching your right arm up, gazing towards your fingers for a few rounds of breath. Inhale. Exhale 1, deepening twist. Inhale, noticing your legs are straight. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3, drawing your left hip back. Inhale. Exhale. One more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale 5. And now come back down. Bring your right hand down alongside your foot and allow your torso to come up. Reaching back to your left hand against your left calf, your right arm alongside your ear. Inhale and exhale, open your shoulders and hips into Warrior 2 for 5 rounds of breath. Inhale, gazing over your middle finger. Exhale 1. Inhale, noticing your back foot, that's a 45-degree or 90-degree angle. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale, turn your palms up towards the sky. Exhale 4 for 1 deep breath. Inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, reach your left hand to your calf, your right arm over your left ear. And exhale, come forward and down into extended side angle pose. Resting your right elbow onto your thigh and your left arm over your ear for 5 rounds of breath. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Imagine there's a line drawn from your ankle all the way to your fingertips. Exhale 2. Inhale, your knee directly above your ankle on your right foot. Exhale 3. Inhale, relaxing your neck, aligning with spine. Exhale 4 and 4. Deep breath. Exhale 5. Inhale, reach your left hand back, and now place your right hand about 6 inches to a foot in front of the toes of your right foot, and allow your left leg to come up, coming to a half moon, gazing over the right side. Inhale and exhale 1. You can bend your knee if you want, reach for your foot. Exhale, inhale, exhale 2. Gaze out to your left side. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Bring your left foot back to the mat. Reach your right arm over your ear, left arm to your calf. And now windmill yourself onto the mat. Bring both hands down into high plank, lowering down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, now send your left leg up into the air, pointing your toes up towards the sky. And exhale, sweep your left leg forward, bring your torso up into Warrior 1, arms alongside your ears, pivoting your right foot out. Exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale, reach your right arm back to your right calf, your left arm over your ear, straighten your left leg. And exhale, come forward and down into a triangle. Count 5 rounds of breath. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Allow your shoulders to be perpendicular to the mat. Exhale 2. Inhale. Gaze up through your fingertips. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. And for one more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Allow your torso to come back up into a reverse warrior, sweeping your left arm alongside your ear, right arm to your calf. And exhale. Bring your left arm up along the side and your right arm on the outside or the inside of your left foot into a reverse triangle. 5 rounds of breath. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Turn your gaze up as far as you can. Left hand. Exhale 2. Inhale. Allow your left hip to come back. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. 4 more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale 5. Bring your left arm down and allow your torso to come up. And sweep your right arm back to your right calf. Your left arm over your ear. Inhale and exhale. Return to Warrior 2 for 5 rounds of breath. Reaching through your fingertips. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale, noticing your left knee directly above your ankle. Exhale 2. Inhale, turning your palms up towards the sky. This helps opening up shoulders. Exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, notice your back foot at a 45-degree or 90-degree angle. Exhale 5. Inhale. Sweep your right arm back to your right calf, your left arm over your ear. And exhale, come down, rebending your left knee and bringing your elbow over your thigh, your right arm over the side of your ear. It's side angle pose. Count 5 rounds of breath. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale, gaze out towards your right side. Imagine a straight line coming from your fingertips to your heel. Exhale 2. Inhale, notice your knee is directly above your ankle. Exhale 3. Inhale, turn your torso all the way to your right side, your shoulders square. Exhale 4. And inhale, form a deep breath. Exhale 5. Inhale, bring your right arm back and shift your weight onto your left foot. And now bring your fingertips about 6 inches to a foot in front of your left foot and send your right leg up and your right arm up towards the sky into your left side, half moon pose. Gazing out to your right side, inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale, extending your right arm up, reaching to your fingertips. Exhale 2. Inhale, your shoulders square, your torso turns to the right. Exhale 3. Inhale, pointing your toes down on your back foot. Exhale 4. And form a deep breath. Inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, pivot your right foot back down and bend your left knee, coming back into a peaceful warrior, reverse warrior. Inhaling and exhale, cartwheeling yourself back into a high plank and lowering down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, counting 5 rounds of breath. Inhale, pedaling your knees, driving the opposite heel to the earth. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale, rotating your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale 3. Inhale, driving your sit bones. Hey buddy, hey, made a little friend, you want to join me? Inhale, exhale 4. One more deep breath. Inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, step or float to the front of your mat. And half lift and exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, chair and exhale, Tadasana. Hey, where are you going, buddy? Hey, come back, come back. Okay, bye. Okay, let's move to our next sequence now. I'm going to play around with the snow here, level it, because we're going to do some balancing poses. And the great thing about the snow is, once again, you can really take advantage of it. And when you're doing it in bare feet, you really can really feel where it's level. Okay, so now I'm going to face you so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to prepare for the tree pose. Now the tree pose is a balance pose. You're engaging your core the whole time. And I'm going to get a little prepared. I'm pulling my shorts up because it's much easier to put the sole of my foot against my skin than on cloth. Now I'm going to step off the mat and put my feet straight into the snow. I find snow easier to work with than doing Snowga than the mat. But if you find it's too cold and you want to stay on the mat, that's also fine. Yogi's choice. So begin to shift your weight over to your left side, feeling lighter on your right foot, and begin to inhale, taking deep belly breaths. Begin to bring your left knee in towards your chest and place your sole either against your thigh, above your knee, or below your knee, on your shin, whichever is more comfortable. You can have your toes on the snow. Since we're in the snow, you may have a little bit of a hard time balancing since the ground's not level. Notice I'm trying to balance also. Don't worry if you don't get it the first time. I'm going to pack the snow down a little bit and go right back into it with my arms up. The key to this, again, is focusing on the focal point. I'm looking up ahead of this tree over here next to this bench. You focus on your breath, engage your core. Imagine it's a stream pulling you up to the sky. You can put your hands to your heart center in prayer. I like to put my hands up. I like to interlace my palms or leave them facing each other. Really experiment. This is a fun pose and one of my favorite poses. Hold this pose, inhaling, exhaling, engaging your core. Continue to breathe. And now bring your knee into your chest and back to the ground and shake both legs out. Now let's prepare for tree pose on the opposite side. So this time, shift your weight over to your right side. I'm going to step off the mat again, get my feet in the snow. Once again, I invite you to join me if you didn't try it yet. It's a lot of fun. If you're wearing socks, of course, take them off. After all, cold, wet socks can be really uncomfortable and they'll make your feet even colder if you're wearing them. But of course, if you're not ready to put your feet in the snow, do it right on the mat and begin to bring your left knee up. You can plant your foot on above your knee, on your thigh, below your knee, on your shin. And bring your hands up or bring to your heart center in prayer, yogi's choice. This is all about focusing on your breath. Engage your core. Find that drishti. I'm focusing once again on that tree. There's a dog over there. And really play around with the pose. Spread your hands apart so you can put them together. Engage that core. Imagine there's a string pulling you up to the heavens. And if your foot happens to be in the snow, and it's the first time, really enjoy that nice feeling of being grounded, of feeling the toes in the snow, and knowing that you're stepping outside your comfort zone. Inhale and exhale. Prepare to come out of your tree pose. Bring your left knee forward and back down to the earth. And now shaking your legs out. If you have snow, like sweep the snow off your feet before coming back on the mat. Or if you want to stay in the snow, that's also fine. Now, I'm going to keep my feet in the snow and prepare for the next pose, the Warriors Repose. I'm going to stand facing to the side so you can see me. So send your right knee up and now bring your body forward, sending your right leg back. You can bring your hands to your heart center in prayer, or you can bring your hands forward like Superman or out like a plane. Or you can touch your hands to the ground. You can try a split over here, a standing split. If you can't get your balance right away, that's okay. The key is to really engage your core, to keep your neck relaxed, your shoulders back. Bring your right leg forward, shake everything out. I'm going to shake my feet out and prepare for the Warrior 3 pose on the opposite side. So bring your left knee up to your chest, and now bring your left leg back, and your shoulders, your body forward. Engage your core, and flex your foot. This is opposite of pointing your toes. You flex your foot. This helps you maintain your balance. You can place your arms out like a plane. I teach it to your kids. I teach it as the airplane pose. You can put your hands to your heart center in prayer. Inhaling and exhaling, focusing on your breath. Inhale, put your left knee in into the ground and shake everything out. And let's go into a vinyasa here. Inhale, come up into a chair pose, and exhale into a forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale into a half lift and place your hands to the mat into a high plank, shoulders above your wrists, lowering down. Inhaling into an upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now inhale, shift your weight onto your left foot and bring your right leg up, pointing your toes towards the sky, preparing for a pigeon pose. Inhale, bring your right knee to your right shoulder and send your right leg back up. Inhale, bring your right knee to your left elbow and back up. And now sweep your knee forward. Allow your shin to come about a 45-degree angle from the front of the mat. Adjusting so the bottom of your foot is facing out, just right adjacent to your knee. And press the top of your back foot to the mat. Now bring your arms up, your shoulders back, nice shoulder stretch. And if you like to do a mermaid pose, it's one of my favorite poses. I'll call it the merman since I'm a guy. Bend your left knee and wrap your elbow around it. Pointing your toes once again, and reach your right arm into the sky. Allow your shoulder to come back. See how far your arm can come back. Inhale and exhale, deepening your pose. Noticing that nice stretch in your lower back, in your shoulder, in your calf and quads. Inhale and exhale, looking up. And now, when you're ready, release your foot and come down to a half child's pose, pressing the top of your back foot into the mat. Relaxing, rotating your shoulders away from your ear. Focus on your breath, lengthen your back. And then when you're ready, you can come up. And now, let's shift onto your sit bones and bring your left leg forward. And bend your right knee down to the ground, pressing the sole of your right foot against the inside of your thigh. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, fold forward, twisting slightly to your left side, grabbing onto your left foot. If you want, you can use one hand, your left hand, to reach over the top of your toes and place your right hand on your shin. Or you can reach both hands around the bottom of your foot, around the midsection of your foot. That way your shoulders will come away from your ears. Notice how your back feels as you inhale. Allow yourself to release slightly and exhale, deepening your stretch. Inhale and exhale, feeling a nice stretch in your calf, in your quad, in your shoulders. Relax your neck. Inhale, exhale, deepening out. Inhale, release. And now bring your right knee up to the sky and step your right foot over your left thigh. You can leave your left leg out straight, or you can bend your left knee so that way the heel of your foot gets against your right buttock. And prepare for, I'm going to face the front so you can see me. And now with your right hand, bring it behind you, pressing the base of your palm into your sit area. This helps keep your back straight. And now reach your left arm over your head and twist over to your right side. Inhaling and exhaling, allowing your sit bones to be firmly on the mat. Press your right elbow into your ribs. This activates your digestion. It's great if you want to lose weight. This is one of the best things for your metabolism. Inhale, exhale. Breathing in and out. Each inhale releasing, each exhale deepening the twist. You can face over to your right side, or you can turn your head over your left shoulder. I'm gonna look over my left shoulder, that way you can see me, you can see my face, I can see you. Inhale and exhale, continue to deepen the twist. Now twist over to the opposite side to release any tension. And now bring both legs out to the front. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me. And shift and allow your sit bones to come forward. Inhale, reach your arms up, and exhale, reach towards your feet. Grabbing over the sides of your feet, you can grab over the top of your toes. If you have a strap, that's also very beneficial. Inhale and exhale, deepening your bend. Lengthen your back, allowing your shoulders to roll away from your ears. As you inhale, once again, releasing. As you exhale, deepen. You can keep your knees slightly bent. It's always better to keep them bent. This allows your pelvis to come forward. Inhale, release. And now bring both knees into your chest, allowing your knees to fall to the side, placing your soles of your feet together. Wrap your hands around your feet. I'm going to turn so I can face you. You can see what I'm doing. So I'm wrapping my hands around my feet. And keep your elbows on the outside of your shin. Inhale for a deep breath. Bring your shoulders back. And exhale. Come forward down. Bring your nose towards the space between your arches. Relaxing your neck. Seeing how far down you can reach. If you have blocks, you can place them beneath your knees. This helps support you. And bring your elbows as far down to the mat as you can. Inhaling and exhaling, deepening your bend. Inhale, exhale. Bound angle pose. Baddha Konasana pose. Inhale. Noticing how your shoulders feel, rolling them away from your ears. Exhale. Now next inhale. Bring your body back up. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me. Then bring your knees in and come onto your hands and knees. Inhale for a deep breath and exhale into a downward facing dog. Inhale now, send your left leg up to the sky and bring your left knee over to your left elbow. Your left foot back up, left knee to your right elbow. And now once again up and bring your left knee down, landing your shin about a 45-degree angle from the front of the mat. Preparing for your pigeon pose on the opposite side. If you did a mermaid on one side, do it on the other. We always want to keep both sides balanced in alignment. So go ahead and bend your right knee and reach your right hand back, wrapping your elbow around your foot. See if you can get it up all the way up to your toe. And reach your left arm back, your bicep alongside your ear. See how far you can reach back. You might even be able to touch your hands. Inhale, bring your shoulder back, a deep back bend. Exhale, notice how your quad feels. Allow yourself to stay balanced. Engage your core. This helps support your lower back and maintains your balance. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, reaching up and back. And exhale, and I'll come back down, inhaling into and exhaling into a half child's pose. Pressing the top of your back foot against the mat, relaxing your shoulders. And now allow yourself to come up and come down on your sit bones, sending your right leg out and your left knee bent, your sole against your right, the inside of your right thigh. Inhale, reach both arms up, and exhale. Now bend over to your right foot, twisting slightly. You can bring your left hand onto your shin, your right hand around your foot. You can bring both hands around your foot. I like to wrap my hands around the midfoot. This allows my shoulders to naturally come away from my ears. And inhale and exhale, deepening the pose. Inhale, notice a nice shoulder stretch. Notice a stretch in your quad and your calf. Flexing your foot, your toes towards your forehead. Inhale. And exhale. Lengthening your back, relaxing your neck. Inhale and exhale. Once again, deepening. Now inhale, allow yourself to come up. And now bend your left knee up to the sky, stepping your left foot over your right thigh. And bring your left hand in towards your sacrum. And once again, I'm going to face you. And I'm going to bring my right leg around my right foot to my left buttock. Inhale, bring your right hand up to the sky. And exhale, twist over to your left side, interlocking your right elbow onto your left knee, your left thigh. I'm going to turn and look over my right shoulder. You can do it either way. You can look over to your left side, over your right shoulder. Press your elbow into your ribs. Your left elbow into your ribs. This activates your kidneys, your digestion. And inhale and exhale, deepening your twist, allowing your buttocks to be firmly on the mat. Inhale and exhale, deepen. And now come around to the other side, releasing any tension. Inhale and exhale, send both legs out to the front of your mat. Inhale, reach up, bring your sit bones forward, and reaching around your feet. Notice how much flexibility you have the second time around. You might be able to reach 1 or 2 more inches. The effects are amazing and immediate. Inhale and exhale, deepening. Bring your hands around the sides of your feet. If you did that last time, you can bring them over the tops of your toes. When you bring them over the sides, again, that allows your shoulders to relax more. Relax your neck. Inhale, exhale, deepen. Inhale, allow your torso to come up, and now bend both knees, bringing them in towards your chest into your bound angle pose. Once again, bring your knees down to the mat, gripping the sides of your feet. Now I'm facing sideways so you can see me. And allow your elbows to come in front of your shins. And inhale. Shoulders back, and exhale, lower down. Notice how much lower your nose can go. Probably about 1 or 2 inches. I'm actually touching the arches of my feet. Inhale. And exhale, deepening. Inhale, relax your neck. Exhale, deepen that pose. Allow your knees to come down to the mat. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, bring your legs back and come forward into your hands and knees pose. Inhale for a deep breath, and exhale, tuck your toes into the mat, sending your sit bones up and back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, relax your shoulders away from your ears. If you want, you can come down to a child's pose. Separate your knees to the edge of the mat and bring your sit bones down to your heels. Relax your shoulders, reaching your arms out. Inhaling, exhaling, this is a great place to rest. The child's pose again is your home. You can return to it any time in the practice if you need to. And when you're ready, come forward into your hands and knees and come up into a downward facing dog. Work your feet up to your hands. And let's come down into a little squat or a garland pose. You can reach your arms forward, or you can reach your arms, interlace your fingers behind your back, and extend your shoulders up. That's a nice deep shoulder stretch. Put your hands in your heart center in prayer, if you prefer, and inhale and exhale. And let's prepare for a crow pose. Place both hands down on the mat, and bring your knees above your elbows. Find a good footing with your hands. And now allow yourself to come forward, lifting your feet gently off the mat. Take your time doing this. You can alternate between feet, one foot or the other one. Lift both feet up. And engage your core. When you engage your core, relax your neck. This helps maintain the pose. Inhaling, exhaling, focusing on your breath. Allow yourself to come down. You can take a break. Bring your hands back to your heart center in prayer. Recenter and bring your hands back down and just go right back into your crow pose. Inhaling and exhaling. And come back down. You're ready. Bring your hands to your heart center. And now I'm going to do it one more time. And I'm going to jump back into a high plank. And join me when you're ready. Inhale, exhale into a high plank. And lower down. Knees, chest, and chin to the mat. Press the tops of your feet down on the mat. And rest the cheek to the mat. One side. And now slowly lift your shoulders. Bring your head, your neck, and your head. And reach your arms back, interlacing your fingers. Or you can bring your palms facing each other. And allow your shoulders to come up. And the tops of your feet, your shins, into your Savasana locust pose. Inhale for deep breath and exhale. Stretching your shoulders back, coming up. Balancing on your center or your sacrum. Inhale. Exhale, the soles of your feet reaching towards the sky, your shoulders coming up. Inhale and exhale. And inhale, bring everything back down and rest the opposite cheek of your face onto the mat. Shaking everything out. Bend your knees now and inhale for a deep breath. Exhale, reach your hands back, grabbing your ankles in each hand for your bow pose. Inhale, using your shoulders to pull your ankles towards your top, the back of your head, using your ankles to pull your shoulders back. A nice shoulder stretch and quad stretch. Feel that stretch, feel that bend in your lower back. Engage your core to support your lower back. Inhale, exhale, coming up even higher. Bring your chest up proudly. Inhale and exhale. And inhale for more deep breath. Exhale, inhale, lower everything back down. Now rest the opposite cheek from before onto the mat. Once again, bend both knees and kick your ankles into your hands, reaching back, allowing your shoulders to pull your ankles towards the back of your head. Your ankles pull your shoulders back, the back of your head towards your soles. Inhale and exhale. Proudly bring your chest up, your shoulders back, gazing out in front of you into that snow. Inhale. Exhale. Your quads coming up the mat. Inhale. Lower everything back down. Move your ankles around, your head side to side. Relax. Inhaling and exhaling, checking back in. Let's come onto our hands and knees now. And now bring your torso up. Preparing for your Camel's pose. Bring your hands to your lower back, the small of your back. Your fingertips pointed down and bring your shoulders back. Notice where your hips are, that they're directly above your knees. And tuck your toes. You can bring the tops of your feet onto the mat, yogi's choice. And then allow your hands to fall back towards your heels, your shoulders to come back. Noticing your hips are above your knees. Allowing your shoulder blades to come together and arching your back. Your shoulders align with your heels. Turn your gaze upward towards the sky. Look the bird flapping its wings up ahead or your ceiling if you're indoors. Inhale and exhale. Proudly bring up your chest forward. Allow your torso to come up, and now come down your hands and knees. Shake yourself out a little bit, rounding in, arching your lower back, mini cat-cows. And when you're ready, let's come back up for a reprise camel pose. I pressed my toes into the mat the first time, so I'm going to press the tops of my feet this time. This allows me to come down even more. Bring your hands to your lower back, fingertips pointed down, bring your shoulders back, and allow yourself to come back. Your hands onto your heels, or you can bring them onto your arches. And bring your hips forward. Press your hips forward, arching your back, bring your chest back, bring your shoulder blades together. Remember your shoulder blades, the more you bring them back, the deeper you go into this pose. Inhale and exhale, deepening your pose, gazing up, the crown of your head coming back. Inhale, back onto your hands and knees and shake yourself out. And now let's come back onto your back. Keeping your knees bent. Begin to windshield wipe your knees from side to side, releasing any tension in your hip flexors. And now bring your back onto the mat and bring your hands to your side and begin to push down the balls of your feet and your heels. And inhale, coming up and exhaling into your bridge pose. Bring your hands on your sit bones, interlacing them together, arching your back, allowing your shoulder blades to come together, elevating your neck up so your neck is completely off the mat, the back of your head on the mat. Notice where your heels are, that they're aligned beneath your knees. You can bring them close to your buttocks for a deeper bridge pose. Always keeping your heels on the mat. Inhale and exhale, deepening, sending your hips up so your quads are parallel to the mat. Inhale for a deep breath. And exhale, lowering your buttocks back down to the mat. And now windshield wipe your knees, preparing for a reprise of the bridge pose. If you want, you can also go into wheel pose. That's part of your practice by pressing your hands, putting your hands behind your head and pressing down. I'm going to do a bridge pose because it's a little harder to do a wheel pose when the ground is not so level. So once again, press your hands down, inhaling and exhaling. Allow your seat to lift up, your hips coming off of the mat. Inhale for a deep breath. Exhale, deepening your pose. Inhale and exhale, allowing your thighs to come parallel to the mat. Your shoulder blades come together, lifting your neck off the mat. The back of your head is resting on the mat. At this point, your shoulder blades are meeting, and you can interlace your fingers underneath your back. Notice where your knees are, that they're above your heels, or your heels can be close to the buttocks for deeper pose. Inhale, exhale, send your quads up. Inhale, exhale, your quads parallel to the mat. Inhale for deep breath, coming down, and windshield wipe your knees, and bring your knees to your chest, rocking from side to side, back and forth, pointing your toes, flexing your feet, using the strength of your shoulders to pull your knees in, your hands gripping right below your knees. Or alternatively, they can grab behind your thighs. Roll over onto your sit bones. And now, come on to your hands and knees. Inhale for a deep breath. Exhale, press the toes down, coming up into a downward facing dog, pedaling your knees, driving the opposite heel into the mat. Notice the flexibility of your hips and your knees. Run back and forth and come down onto your hands and knees. And go into a child's pose. Bring your sit bones down to your heels. Open your knees, allowing your belly to fall in between. You can stack your hands underneath your forehead, or you can extend your arms out, whichever is most comfortable, yogi's choice. Find your breath, inhaling and exhaling, relaxing. As we begin to come to the close of our practice, come back onto your hands and knees, inhaling for a deep breath and exhaling, tucking your toes and sending your sit bones up and back into a downward facing dog. Toe your knees once again and come down back onto your knees. And now let's come down
onto your back. Inhale for a deep breath, sending your legs straight out to the end of the mat. Allow your hands to come onto your stomach, noticing your breath. Inhale for a deep breath. And exhale. And now bend your knees, bring your knees into your chest, moving your knees from side to side, rocking back and forth, and send your legs up into the sky, flexing and pointing your toes. This is great for your ankles. Your ankles carry you all day. You stand and you get in and out of your car and walk. And when you flex and point your toes, you get back to your ankles, nourishing them and sending back energy, rejuvenating them. Bring your knees back into your chest. Rock side to side. Send your right leg out. Keep your left knee bent. Send your left knee over your right thigh, using your right hand to guide your knee down, and allowing your left arm to relax. Send your left arm out to the side, gazing over your left shoulder. Use your right hand to guide your knee, wrapping your fingers on the inside of your thigh and pulling it up towards your shoulder. Notice that nice stretch in your hip flexor and your psoas muscles, pointing your toes or flexing them, allowing your shoulders to remain on the mat. Inhale and exhale, breathing in and out. Feeling a nice stretch in your shoulder, in your hip flexors. And now send your left leg back over. And now cross your left leg over your right thigh. And flex your foot. And now bring your right thigh in towards your chest, interlacing your fingers, threading the needle, bringing them from either side of the thigh, interlacing underneath your thigh. And use your left elbow to push your left knee away as you pull your right thigh in towards your chest. Notice that nice pull on your hip flexors. Notice how your quad feels. Point your toes on your right foot, and now bring your right foot down and windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Inhaling and exhaling. Now bring your knees into the chest. Point your toes towards the sky and towards your forehead. And now to the opposite side, crossing your right leg over your left thigh. Allow your knee to come all the way to the side while keeping your shoulders on the mat. If your feet and knees are in the snow, don't worry. Scoot yourself on the mat if you want to get them on the mat. And let's send your right arm over to the right side, using your left knee, hooking your fingers under your thigh to bring it towards your shoulder, gazing over your right shoulder. Noticing that pull in your hip flexors. Inhaling and exhaling for your nice deep stretch. Cross your right foot over your left thigh, and now interlace your fingers underneath your left thigh, bringing it towards your chest, using the strength of your elbows, and now using your right elbow to push your right knee away, pointing the toes on your left foot, flexing the toes on your right foot. Keep your shoulders on the mat, your back of your head on the mat, as you pull your left thigh towards your chest, inhaling and exhaling for that figure four stretch. Inhale and exhale. You feel that nice stretch in your shoulders, in your psoas muscles, your hip flexors. And now bring everything back down, and windshield wipe your knees once again. Allow yourself a full body stretch. Bring your arms back, and bring your arms, your fingertips underneath your knees, rocking side to side. And now reach your arms on the inside of your knees, grabbing the outer edges of your feet, opening up your knees and rocking from side to side in a happy baby pose. Relaxing the muscles of your lower back. Allow the soles of your feet to be parallel to the sky or the ceiling if you're indoors. Notice a nice massage in your lower back, in your hip muscles. This is a great way to end the practice. Before going to Savasana, I like to go into a shoulder stand. If you've been practicing this every day for many years without assistance, this is a great place to give yourself that gift. If not, you can go straight into your Savasana. So we're going to prepare first by going to a plow pose. Your toes are going to be in the snow if you're outside, so maybe you want to put your socks on. But if you're doing a shoulder stand, you're probably badass enough to be barefoot already. So let's get comfortable on the mat. If you want to fold the mat underneath your head, that's fine. And now bring your hips up to the sky, so parallel to your elbows. Bend your knees over your forehead, and now bring your toes in back of your crown, your sit bones up. Interlace your fingers, bring your shoulder blades together until your neck is completely off the mat, the back of your head resting on the mat. And now you can do one leg at a time or both at a time. I love the shoulder stand. I do both legs at a time. And place your hands on the lower back to support it, so your fingertips are facing up towards the sky. And flex and point your toes. Your hips can be almost directly above your shoulders, and just like to blow your knees and your ankles. Inhale, exhale, relax, and really enjoy that shoulder stand. Relax. You can open up your legs if you want. Point and flex your toes and bring your legs together. Continue to breathe, focusing, allowing the oxygen to travel to your brain. This is what's the big advantage with inversions. When the oxygen goes to your brain, it strengthens your body, your organs, and cleanses. And now come back into a pose, your knees alongside your ears, your toes in the snow or on the floor, and interlacing your fingers in the back. And now bend your knees and slowly roll over, one vertebrae at a time, allowing your sit bones to come down. Bend your knees, your feet to come onto the mat. And now allow yourself to lie down, straighten your legs. You can keep them bent. And now come into a full deep body stretch, inhaling and exhaling. And check in on yourself, making some adjustments before your Savasana. I'm going to put my shirt back on because it's very important in Savasana that the heat stays in your body. This allows the oxygen to flow and the energy to stay within. As this is a cooling down part of the practice, you want to keep your body warm. As once you begin to cool down, the heat escapes in your body. Of course, keep your head covered. And if you're barefoot and you don't want your feet to get cold, you can put your socks and shoes back on. I'm going to stay barefoot since I didn't bring socks and shoes with me. Softly close your eyes and feel as the energy is around you. Savasana is the most important part of the practice. It's where you get to receive all the benefits of everything you did up until the end. Send some attention to any parts that need the extra attention. If there was a pose that you didn't do, you can allow yourself that gift. Otherwise, stay in your Savasana, relax, oxygenating, aligning, rejuvenating. You're calm and relaxed at the same time. You're aware of everything going on inside your body and everything around you. Notice the sounds around you, the birds flying overhead if you're outside, the traffic going by, and internalize that, allowing it to enhance your breath. As you inhale, bring in new energy, and as you exhale, release old energy. Notice how your feet feel, allow the energy to hover above your feet, drawing out anything negative, anything extraneous, replacing it with positive new energy coming over your shins and over your knees and over your hip flexors. Inhaling and exhaling, pushing that energy up towards your belly, over your solar plexus. This is your sense of you, who you are. This is where you explore your purpose in this world. Why are you here? And what is your highest purpose? Allow the energy to come to your heart center. There's a place of love, unconditional love, over your shoulders, down your bis and tris, to your wrists and your fingers, your fingertips, and allowing it to come back up your arms, over to your neck. Massage your neck, your throat area, and over your chin. Inhaling and exhaling over your facial muscles, your nose, and your eyes, your ears. Notice the energy coming over your third eye, your place of intuition. Is your place of focus. Allow yourself to stay calm and relax and oxygenate as you renew yourself in this practice. Now, the color of snow is white, and white is often the color of renewal, of purity. And as you manage Savasana, allow yourself to feel that purity of the snow and of the new energy and everything around you, the new air that you're breathing in and exhaling out the old. Remember, the word yoga is a Sanskrit word. It means union. It's union of mind, body, and spirit. And the main goal in yoga, plain simple words, is to bring union among yourself. And when you do that, when you really focus on that, you bring union to everything and everyone, every living being around you. Feel as you are the energy around you and within you, inhaling and exhaling. Your body is feeling more energetic, at the same time calm and relaxed. This is the person you want to be, calm, relaxed, content, happy. Nothing stresses you, and all problems seem distant. You like to laugh, you're vibrant, and you're fun to be with. Slowly begin to return to the present. Move your toes around, move your ankles, your shoulders. Wiggle your fingertips, move your shoulders around, move your head from side to side. When you're ready, bring your knees up and allow yourself a full, deep body stretch. And when you're ready, turn to a comfortable side. Bring your knees in towards your chest, your elbows towards your knees. Stacking your hands underneath your side of your head. This allows your head to stay aligned with your spine. You stay here as long as you want. In a comfortable position, I'm facing you, so that way you can see me. Internalize. Knowing that you have a great day ahead of you. That everything you do will be for the high purpose. When you're ready, turn yourself onto your sit bones and come to a comfortable seated position. Continue to breathe, inhaling and exhaling, placing your hands on your lap or to your heart center in prayer. Ask yourself how you feel. And let's seal the practice with some thoughts of gratitude. If this is your first time doing Snowga, really congratulate yourself and thank yourself for taking that extra step outside your comfort zone Did you enjoy it? Did you have fun? Would you do it again? Let's begin to prepare for Om. This is a great way to end a practice. The vibrations, the sound of the mountains and the sea and everything around you. Been practiced for thousands of years. Let's take a deep inhale and exhale to Om. Allow the vibration of the Om to permeate within you and everything around you. Let's bring our thumbs to our forehead and back to our heart center in prayer. Llamaste. So how was that for you? Did you enjoy it? For more videos like this, tune into my YouTube channel or visit us at llamaste.com. Thanks again for practicing with us, and hope to see you again in the snow or in the studio. Llamaste.